Hi. Hi,
Hi.
Tatiana Disiena.
That's me.
What's going on?
The artists are sharks.
Sharks.
They have to swim always, never stop.
Right, even when they're sleeping.
When they stop, they die, right?
Right.
The same thing with artists. When I did my career in Russia, I was a little bit lost because I didn't understand the purpose. And at least now I understand why I'm singing, why I have a voice, why I'm doing it, what the reason. I decided to record, and I recorded in years like 4 CDs in Russian. All of a sudden it came to me that I have to record something in English because I'm living in this country. So I decided, why don't I do that? And I prayed, and my husband and I, we was praying and seeking the face of God and thinking what we're doing. All of a sudden, I was flying from Moscow. Something happened in the family. I've been there for a short trip. I was flying from Moscow, and my husband told me, you know what, my friend has some prophetic person in his church. Can we come after the flight from Moscow, 20 hours or something like that? It was crazy. I was just wound up like this. I don't want to know anything, buddy. But when we came, it was very strange thing happened. This lady, she was a real prophetic person, and she spoke to me like she's looking at. She never saw me before, and she looking at me and she said to me, "I see the notes flying from your heart. You are the one who is a worshiper. You are the one who is creating music. You are the one who is building the musical vibration for his people." And I was like, what? What's going on? And afterwards, our friend who was a pastor in the church, he said, Tanya, can you stand up just to prove that this lady was absolutely right? The pastor stood me up.
Oh, said this is the one.
This is the one. She's a
Okay.
professional. That's why the prophetic person, she said the right word. I introduce you Tatiana Disiena. She is a professional musician. She is a singer. And she is working at the worship leader in the church with her husband, pastor. And everybody was, whoa, that was true. So it was kind of evidence of that God speaks to people. So there was a musician sitting by the piano, and I am like, okay, I know, I remember only one song. Can you remember? We started that song, and we sang it 20 minutes. We couldn't stop.
The whole thing, just repeat,
20 minutes, repeat and repeat. When I opened my eyes, everybody was on the floor.
It's like a trance.
Crying. Crying. I didn't know where my voice came from. And after that time, that musician came to me and he said, I'm a producer, I'm a musical producer, and I would like to just connect with you, to know you a little bit more. Okay, we exchanged the phone numbers and everything. So we started to talk on the phone, and we continued with my husband to pray, and we didn't know what's going on. And one day, all of a sudden, it was just hit my head. I gotta start my CD. I gotta start.
And when was this? Like when?
It was like 5 years ago. It was 5 years ago, and as soon as I make a decision, I didn't know who producer will be. Producer have to bring the life to the project. It's very important who producer is. And so I said, you know what? Remember the guy we met in that place? Maybe he will listen to us. Maybe he will, I don't know.
The producer.
Yeah, the producer.
That you met, that was there in the church with you.
Yes, that guy who was playing with me that crazy song, 20-minute song. And I called him, I said, you know what, we was praying, and I'm thinking I have to start my CD. And he was saying like, what? I was just praying, and I was thinking, why don't we do something together?
All right, God speaks to you, the people speak to you, why not do
and
it?
we just like bind it like this. So we came here in this beautiful studio, and we started just to play something, to play together. My producer, his name is Julian Warner, amazing person, amazing, first of all, person, musician, producer, I don't know, pastor, worship leader. I don't know. It's a package of the person. It's a package.
It's a good combination.
Good combination. I'm blessed by him a lot. I didn't believe in myself, and he built brick by brick my self-esteem. From the prayer, there's a improvisation came up. So we was improvising, and something happened. Hook. We got the hook, and hook became one of the main songs on the project.
How you get a hook from a prayer? Maybe you tell me which prayer it is, or
No, you can't say.
It's just in the way of the
Absolutely, it's a waves.
waves. So it's like the way you push your voice out at a certain point, it hooks it in.
Guys was playing like Julian here, my husband on the guitar. He's a very jazzy, like bluesy guy, right? They was playing something together. All over the sudden, it grow in my mind the melody and even poems, even little line of lyrics. And we understood something going on, something shifting. And the next song was created like this, and the next song, and the most of the songs was created through the prayer and improvisation. In the church circles, they call it tahila.
Tahila.
Tahila. It's actually.
It sounds like
Jewish,
a Hebrew, yeah.
Hebrew. It's a Hebrew word. Tahila. It's improvisation, spiritual improvisation. So from tahila came out like 7 songs, because 3 of them was created already before, and actually the new project called Day and Night. Yes, and it's
years and years and years of like tough work.
Tough.
And then a couple of hours of pure flow.
Absolutely.
And it's worth it, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The feeling that you get from it.
Yeah. Music, it's a tool. With music, you can destroy.
I was thinking all of the same thing just now.
And with music, you can build.
And that's why I think it's wonderful that you attach a sense of spirituality to it.
Oh yeah, it's an edge of spiritual world.
You make sure it becomes creative, and that also makes you a stronger person.
Yeah.
And makes you in touch with the world around you. I mean, music definitely can destroy people as much as it can create.
Believe me.
And we got 15 different songs here.
It's 2 remixes in the end, so 13 actually.
13. Remixes of your original music, or?
It's all original, just only one traditional hymn over there. But I did it, it's so funny. I did it in the style of Russian romance. And for Julian, who is African American, that style was not familiar.
Russian romance?
Russian romance.
For those who don't really know what that means, can you explain?
It's a very specific musical style, with a lot of breathing. It's different than jazz, for example. Jazz, it's like flowing differently. Mm-hmm. Russian romance, it's a very emotional, very stops and goes during the music. And for him, for example, it was not so easy to manage it, and he created the natural orchestra sounds in there. But actually, song is very well known. Great is thy faithfulness.
That's the hymn. Great is thy faithfulness.
Great is thy faithfulness. It's very old song, and everybody know it. And it's big risk to do remix.
Yeah, you never know. It could be either really good or really bad.
Yeah. So all these songs are totally different styles. Totally. Like rap, as I told you, it's more R&B-ish and rap. Father, it's only one song which has the Russian choirs in the back.
Oh.
I'm singing in English. It's Our Father prayer. Mm-hmm. Our Father who is in heaven.
Yeah,
this one. And but because this song was recorded in my previous CD, with amazing arrangement and amazing real choirs who was recorded in Belarus. So we decided to keep it like a Russian flavor in new project, and they still there. Beautiful, and they sound like Orthodox Church choirs, and I'm proud of it.
When is this album going to get released?
Actually, the official releasing it's August 24th.
The album is going to be available on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, and Google Play. We would be happy to invite you to attend the concert, the release concert on August 25th at the
Free Gospel Church, Flushing, New York.
So loud, and I control me from side.